So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make I'm going to teach you the basics of the Tween service. So this is an intermediate tutorial. I'm assuming you already know the basics of Lua and Roblox Lua. So I'm going to play and show you what we're going to make. So it's going to make basically the cube is going to do this bounce effect, and it looks very cool. So you can kind of see how it's bouncing, but I'm going to show you how to use this and do it with the Tween service. It's very easy to use, and it's very cool. So I'm just going to delete this and start over. So let's start by making a part. I'm just going to drag it up a bit, and then I'm going to anchor it. Okay, and then I'm going to make it 4 by 4 by 4. So now we have our cube. I'm just going to make a script, and under it, first we need to get the Tween service. So we just do local Tween service is equal to game get service. Tween service. So now we have the Tween service, we can use it. So first we're going to want to get the reference to our part that is in workspace. So I'll just do local part is equal to workspace.part. Now we have our part, we can hook up the, let's start by making the Tween info. So you have to make the Tween info, and this is what the Tween will use to make this is the information that the Tween will use when it is playing. So I'll just call it Tween info, and it's equal to tweeninfo.new. And we have to specify some things. If you're not sure, you can look on the developer hub, and it will show you the parameters. But if you look here, so we define time, we define the easing style, we define the easing direction, the repeat count, whether or not it reverses, and the delay time. So I'll just start with the time. So I just want it to take 2 seconds, and then the next thing is the easing style. So I'll just do enum.easing style, and I used bounce. Then we can do easing direction. So enum.easing direction, and then we're just going to do out. It doesn't really matter what the other ones are. Most of the time, out is going to be what you're going to need. And this is different for GUIs, by the way. So now that we have this, we can do -1 because I want it to repeat indefinitely. They left a little comment here saying when less than 0, the Tween will loop indefinitely, and we want that. I do not want it to reverse, so I'll just do false. And then I do not want any delay time. This is delay time, and I do not want any delay from the time we play our Tween. So now we need to create the Tween. So I'll just store it in a variable, and that is equal to tweenservice.create, or semicolon create. And so what is the object we want to tween? That is the first thing we have to specify. Well, we have our part, so the thing we want to tween is the part. And then we have to give it the Tween info. I'll give it the Tween info that we made in the variable. And then I'll give it the table of the property that we want to change. So it is, we want to change the size. So we just type size, and then and size is a vector3.new. So we just do this. And then I'm going to I messed around with it for a bit. I like 16 by 16 by 16. This will like triple it in size. So now I have our Tween, but I'll play it, and you'll see it's not going to do anything. That is because we need to play the Tween. So if I just go here, Tween play, and now it should work. So if I just play it again, it will do our bounce Tween, which is what we wanted. So it looks very cool in my opinion, and it's so useful for so many things. You can make a sliding part in an obby, or you can make like a moving obstacle. You can do a lot of things with the Tween service. You can make an invisible part that slowly goes invisible. The possibilities are endless. You just have to change the parameter here, and that's it. For the most part, this will work. And there's a couple other things you can do. You can do tween.completed and wait. So this will wait until the Tween stops. So if you aren't sure how long the Tween is, and you just want it to adapt to whatever you change it to, if you're adjusting stuff, that will stay the same. And then you can print like Tween finished. So that's something helpful, and for the most part, yeah, that's really the basics. and that should get you started using the Tween service in your Roblox games. So it's going to be looping indefinitely, so that'll never print, but You get the idea. Yeah. Thank you for watching.